Welcome to the McCat Multimedia Series, a McCat analysis of Paul Kennedy's The Rise and Fall of the Great Powers. Why do some countries acquire great power, and when they do, why do they go on to decline? The British historian Paul Kennedy set out to resolve that problem in The Rise and Fall of the Great Powers, first published in 1987. It was an unusually ambitious book, tracing the fortunes of the Spanish, Dutch, French, and British empires, while also suggesting that the factors that caused them to fall would eventually apply to the United States as well. But Kennedy's core theory can be clearly stated. He argued that power depends not on geography or politics, but economics. Wealth can be spent on the military resources needed to acquire power, he wrote, while power, in turn, protects the sources of that wealth. Kennedy also sought to understand why strong nations decline. He argued that, to increase their power, they devote ever larger resources to building empires and intervening in far-off nations, rather than investing in economic productivity at home. So, by the time they near the zenith of political power, they are experiencing relative economic decline. Eventually, the price of empire becomes too high to pay, a state of affairs Kennedy called imperial overstretch. We can understand Kennedy's theories better if we imagine two tribes living on two remote, heavily wooded islands. One tribe cuts down its trees and uses the timber to build fishing boats. The other conserves its forest. It builds fewer boats, but plants more new trees. In the short term, the first tribe gains more power. Its numerous boats seize control of the richest fishing grounds. But the situation cannot last. Building more boats to seize a bigger share of the catch leaves the tribe short of the timber it needs to maintain its fleet in the long term. Over time, the tribe that is invested in planting new forest will grow relatively stronger. Its investment means that it can seize some of the disputed fishing grounds itself. Kennedy believed the same happened with countries. Maintaining great power status, holding territories across the globe, long-distance communication, and upgrading military technology come at the cost of investment in domestic infrastructure. Ultimately, overexpansion leads to economic decline, or, in the case of our islanders, forests that no longer renew themselves. Paul Kennedy's book was an international bestseller and had a significant impact on American strategic thinking. A more detailed analysis of his ideas can be found in the McCat analysis.